Hey guys, so I'm just going to do a basic GIF tutorial today. I've already created a photo set, so I'm just going to do the last one in the photo set and just show you how I've made it. So first of all, what I've done is I've done a full screen QuickTime screen record, and I'm just going to go onto the Daily Grace video that I am giving, and I am just going to make that full screen, and I'm just going to put the few seconds that I want to do and screen record them so I don't have to download the whole video and go through the whole video looking for those few seconds that I actually want. So while I do that, it's just recording, and now I've got the thing, and now I can, instead of having a whole entire video, I've just got a few 20 seconds. So now I'm just going to go through it, make sure that I've got all my stuff and I've got what I actually wanted. It hasn't got the little YouTube things up and that, and it's fine. So I'm just going to save it now. I'm just going to save it as something that you remember that you can quickly find. So now we're going to go into Photoshop, and we're just going to import video frames to layers, find the video that you want to get, and we're going to put that at 10 frames per just every 10 frames it will take a frame for you, and this one will automatically just make the GIF and make the frames for you, and you don't have to do any stacking or any sort of exporting. So find exactly what you want. You have your 10 frames. You can do it less frames if you want, but altogether you only want a maximum of 15 frames. So I've got 10 here, so that's fine, but I have to take off this last one because it has a bit of the YouTube stuff. So I'm just going to do all that. The GIF's fine, and we're just going to change it to 2 seconds, making it slower and making it more real time. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create a new file, and that's where we're going to do our text. By doing it on a new file, you're kind of making it so that you don't have to change the outline and the border at all. So you're going to want to make your text white. By being it white and having a black border, it doesn't blend into any sort of background, so it will go over any sort of GIF. So you type in what you want, and you just save it. You can put it in whatever size you want, whatever font you want, it doesn't really matter. I'm putting it in impact. So now you right click it, go blending, and go to stroke. Now with stroke you can do it as thick or as thin as you want it. I like to put it quite thin at 3, so that's what I'm just going to save in, and so now it's got its border. So now we're just going to make sure that it's right, and we're going to drag it out so that you've got both of your photoshops, and you're just going to drag it into the GIF that you're making. Now drag it up to the top so it's covering everything, and then you're good to go. It's covering everything, it's got all the stroke, you don't have to do anything more with text unless you want to. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make it a little bigger because it's smaller than I thought it would be, and I want it to be quite larger on the image. So once again, it is important to put it on the first frame so it doesn't change per frame and it's completely still. So as I'm doing this, it's really important that you make sure that they don't move and that they don't change the stroke or change the color, and it's not. So good. So now that we've done that, we're going to create a watermark. Now your watermark is just a signature, just to say that you've made this GIF and that people can't take it, which is effective. I have my signature watermark, which is in Chalk Duster and is about 20 to transparency. So once again, I'm doing this on a separate file and a separate image just so I can drag it straight in and I don't have to fiddle with the different frames, changing the transparency and changing the and adding the stroke in. So that is a lot easier, and it's something that I just started doing and it saved me so much time. And so once again, you can do whatever you want as your watermark. You can have whatever transparency you want, any font, any stroke, any color if you really want. But white on black does work the best. So now we're just going to drag it over. So it's on 20 transparency at the moment. We're just going to drag it over, and now it's on the GIF, and we can just move it, making sure we're on the first one so it moves with every frame. And we're just going to move it to the corner. I like to put it on the right hand corner, and we're done. So now I'm going to file, save for web. Now down here we want to put the change it to 500 pixels across. That's the maximum Tumblr allows, and because it's been shrunk, it retains the quality of the GIF. So I'm just going to save it as 5 as I save it in numbers so that it's easier to find. So now I'm going to go onto the internet and I'm going to go onto Tumblr to post it. And so now you just go to image photos, click on the photo button and find the folder in which you saved them in. And you can just highlight all the numbers and choose. Now because they were in numbers, they're just going to come out in the order that I want them in and the order I've done them in. And so that's just perfect. And now just tag it and put whatever comment underneath. I'm just going to put links. It's good to put links down the bottom, I think, because people might see it and want to go to and watch it, which is convenient to anyone that blogs it. It's also convenient to the person you're making the GIFs about, as essentially the GIFs are advertisements, and it's always good to have what you're advertising underneath. So I'm just grabbing the links now, and we're pretty much done. You've tagged it, you've posted it, you've made it, and now you just hit save and it is absolutely done, and that was it. Now this was super simple, and this is I found is the easiest way through experience. And yeah, so that's the whole video. Thank you for watching, and I really hope that this helped someone.